Everybody in society live like the premier power. Problem is, I don't believe I'm playing God.
You Mr. Hyde.
Yo, you see the death mouth, I'm putting it in podcast, nigga, keep it long, man, keep vibing.
There would be no Mr. Hyde.
I'm a villain and hero, Scorpion and Sub-Zero, Itachi and Naruto. Shoot you straight through the peephole. I might give you some game, lace your shoes with some zeros. Send the homies to rob you, burn a nigga like Nero. So chill though, ill will with a steel flow. Give me vex, I give a nigga more than a free throw. You can get a flagrant, Issey Miyake fragrance. Wanna be a star, show you how to be a patient. Stick it to the wasteland, show you how it tastes, man. To live in the trunk, hog tied by your waistband. Screaming for help while the gag blow out your voice box. Suffering while I knock out pancakes at AHA. Time to relax, I got kids to feed, a woman to need, and daddy holding all of the keys. Take a hit of this alien, got me chilling on Mars. My appeal is gargantuan, I be mingling with stars. No collar on the shirt, you would think was the cause. I'm in the building, hiding, ducking, dodging these bras. If you ain't paying what you weighing, I ain't saying much your direction. Trying to corner me like police in an intersection.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Big A.
Some of you niggas don't even know my name. That's
Happy
crazy.
birthday to you.
Nigga, you nigga, you really got your own show. Lil Poncho, don't start with this. Lil Poncho. Hey, your name's Lil Poncho. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Love everybody for coming in.
Take it on the chin, I zip you up in the instant, feed them to the homie Grandpa Hogs way out in Spencer. They say 8 ain't shit, but 8 be what up, man? It's your boy Big 8, man. Put It In There podcast coming to you live stream. You know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? It's been a hell of a year, y'all. 2023 has been a hell of a year. A lot has happened. We've had a lot of good moments, a lot of great conversations. I met a lot of great people, and it's unbelievable for me, man. The podcast is growing. We had 962 subscribers at this time and growing. And I appreciate all the new viewers, all the new people tapping in, no matter what country, state, city, wherever you from, man. I appreciate all y'all. Much love to everybody. Also, people who I've worked with throughout the year. Shouts out to Alley Cat Processing. Shouts out to shouts out to Chicken Wings Food Truck. Shouts out to Be Unique. Shouts out to Mob. MEMG, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Leverage Entertainment, Leverage Apparel, you know what I'm saying, for keeping us up on the gear, you know what I'm saying? And I love this shirt too. This shirt is nasty. I love it. It's real comfortable. Got a nice little gloss to it. Shouts out to Leverage Clothing. CB Dub Newsfeed Killers, shout out to them. Shout out to Susie Rogers, Tiffany Freeman, King Sick, my guy Jeremy out of Dallas, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody. Young Black Mayor, man, it's been an experience this year, and we have interacted and worked with some great people who are doing great things. You know what I'm saying? So first off, I want to start this off by shout out for that to everybody. You know what I'm saying? If I missed anybody, don't be mad at me. You know I smoke weed too, so don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that, and don't be talking about my hair being cut off too. I'm gonna keep it real. What I did is I cut my own hair. You know what I'm saying? But I fucked my edge up, and I couldn't go outside like that. You know, I'm sexy, though. You know, the sexy don't leave. You feel me? You know, I got to keep my sexy cracking. You feel me? But yeah, I fucked the hair up. Don't even care. But listen, man, we finna get into this motherfucking ritual. And then we're going to have some brief conversation. We're going to kick 2023 off the right way. The right way, which is the only way. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my phone, man. For some reason, no matter what I do, it does what it likes. It is what it is. But let's get into the motherfucking ritual. You dig? Shouts out to everybody tuning in, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, rocking with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year's. 2023 is ours. 2023 is ours. I'm speaking it into existence. 2023 is ours. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody doing their thing, man. And listen, this is a podcast that rocks with other podcasts. I rocks with other magazine people. I rocks with other video shows. Whatever. I support everything. If you rocking with me, I'm rocking with you. It's just what it is. And if you're not rocking with me, that's fine. I'm not against you. You know, you're just not rocking with me. It is what it is. I'm pretty easy to work with. It's been, like I said, I've met so many great business people this year. You know what I'm saying? Just getting out, networking, going to events, chopping it up with folks, man. It's been a beautiful situation, and I am very excited. Also, I forgot, Sheldon from the Oklahoma Cannabis Music Awards Festival. Shouts out to them, man. I had a great time out there. Shouts out to Yuck Mouth. Shouts out to Cujo from Goody Mob. Shouts out to Lil Zan. She throwing a little shout out. Shouts out to Life Jennings, Mr. Pookie, all the local artists that, well, I ain't gonna say local artists, all of the Oklahoma artists. You know what I'm saying? Who show love? M. Mason, Pineapple Stroh, Jump the Godfather, D-Lo Pompey. You know what I'm saying? Like all the people that's been rocking with me. Comaine Camizzle. You know what I'm saying? Marvelous Thug. People be tapping in, rocking with your boy, and I appreciate that for real, for real. All the local business owners of dispensary, shouts out to the Flower Rangers. You know what I'm saying? They got some good stuff out there. Of course, Ziggy Smoke Shop and Dispensary, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And then I've met other people at other places. You know, so shouts out to everybody in the marijuana community. It's gonna be a beautiful year. It's gonna be a beautiful year. As long as everybody's staying focused and staying driven, there's no losing in 2023. For real. If you want to lose in 2023, it's because you want to lose. Because opportunity is out there. We got to be smart enough in 2023 to invest our dollar into the right places. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be smart enough to make proper business decisions. You know what I'm saying? And everything else will fall into place. You know what I'm saying? And it always start out rough. You know what I'm saying? But once you get to that finish line, there's nothing like it, bro. There is nothing like hitting the finish line. I promise you. Super fulfilling. The people that actually love you and rock with what you're doing, they're going to let you know because they're going to support it. They're going to give you your props. They're going to show you some love. They're going to spend some money with you. They're going to keep it reciprocating. You know what I'm saying? You know, so we got to go into 2023 with the type of mindset that's different than the type that we've been having. Oklahoma has been a pretty crab in a bucket place, man. We got to get out of that mentality. We got to be ready to build up somebody else and not worry about whether they get bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn if you get bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Show me some love too. You might help me when you get bigger. Who knows? The love is here. You know what I'm saying? That's for artists. That's for business owners. That's for anybody who need to advertise with me. 3 companies alone, I raised the sales of these companies within 7 months. You know what I'm saying? Just of them doing advertisement with me. So if you got a brand and you want to build it and you want some genuine attention, some genuine customers, some good people who ain't going to play with you, holla at your boy, man. And I don't mean to sound like Suge Knight when I say that, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Just holla at your boy, man. It's all love. So let's do a small recap of all the things that we done experienced in 2023. Or some of the things that we done experienced. I ain't going to lie. Earlier in the year, it's probably going to be some stuff that I'm going to look over and not say nothing about. But it's been a crazy 2023. Y'all don't think so? Like, it's been crazy. Think about the YSL Rico case. That is crazy. You got people turning on each other. You got some people wanting to testify, some people not, some people taking plea deals. I don't know how Young Thug is holding up. But shouts out to Young Thug. Stay strong. And don't forget, it's worth the fight. You know what I'm saying? If you don't win the first time, it's worth the fight. Keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, with all of the things that's going on that I've been hearing in this case, they messed up somewhere. They messed up a few places. They done already had evidence thrown out. You know what I'm saying? So, I know you probably ain't going to get this message, but if somebody do hear this message, Just, let that man know to keep fighting. And even if they bust you over the head, you got action. That's the difference between going to trial on something and fighting the case versus taking a plea deal. A plea deal, you get what you get. You know what I'm saying? But if they say, for instance, you go to trial, they give you 20 years, but then you turn around and in 3 years, you find a loophole and then you beat the whole case. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's worth sitting down for a little minute, especially if you got the bread to do it. His financial situation is completely different than mine, so I couldn't even fathom, what it's like to have the bills of a millionaire. But with that being said, downsize. You know what I'm saying? Be smart. Just make smart business decisions. You know what I'm saying? He got enough advisors and stuff and people around him that want to see him win. So with that being said, you got to utilize the people that's around you, and the fact that you got all these fans, use that movement. You know what I'm saying? You might have a fan help you get out the case. You never know, because you got fans that do everything. So just stay strong for the whole YSL situation. Gunner, you are a rat. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how you skin the cat. Your statement. Hold up. Your statement. That's good weed. Your statement when you took your plea deal was snitching. When you admitted to a crime being committed and it wasn't you and it was only another person to implicate, then you're pretty much saying it's that person. That's kind of like snitching without snitching. And then when you acknowledge that YSL was a gang in front of the court, you kind of because that's really what the whole get up is anyway with the RICO, is that they doing illegal business through the company, supporting gang groups and what they would call terrorist groups. So when you admit that you in conjunction with a terrorist group and that you acknowledge that and you pretty much second in command, you almost giving up the goal right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of stuff that was said. And then your lawyer, he kind of talking like that you can't be, that you can plead the fifth. But like, from what I'm hearing, legally, you can only plead the fifth on the crimes that you pled on. So Young Thug is charged with a whole bunch of stuff. So a different count that doesn't involve him directly or that he didn't take his plea deal for, he can be called to testify. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at all the little fine print. And they using a lot of legal jargon to kind of confuse people, but he told, bro. He told it. He told it. He told it. I don't care how much you like his music. I don't care how popular he is. He told it. He is definitely part of the Crime Stopper family. So, we can X that out. I know people might feel away. I don't care. The truth is the truth. Y'all got too many stipulations when it comes to snitching. Y'all want to pick and choose what snitching is and what snitching ain't, but don't even be a part of the culture that accept and don't respect snitching. So you can't be a civilian talking gangster shit. I think people should really stay in their lanes. And I'm not saying that I agree with the rules of gangsters, because 85% of it I don't agree with. And that's just the truth. And trust me, I know. So I don't really agree with all the rules of the gang shit. I think all of it's watered down. I think a lot of the shit becomes personal and don't have nothing to do with the group. The group ain't really a group. The group is little groups of friends and shit. And it just ain't the togetherness like it should be. To me, my opinion, my experience. That's all. But that's just the way I see it. But he's supposed to be from 60s. Neighborhood 60s, I think, allegedly. So, with you being a part of gang culture, you know what time it is. You know what time. I say this all the time. When I took my charges, I took my charges. I fought what I could fight. But when I knew I couldn't win, I did what I had to do. I took my deal. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't no deal like telling on nobody. They offered me a blind plea. and I had never been in no trouble before. So, well, like not no serious trouble. So, you know what I'm saying? I went for it. They gave me the minimum, and I did my time. But that was not implicating nobody. That's not agreeing to tell on nobody. That's not none of that. These niggas got the game fucked up. Man, what? You know, to each his own. Believe what you believe, feel how you feel, but the truth is the truth. No matter how you skin a cat. You know what I'm saying? Man, you got the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp situation. Oh my God. I didn't know a lot about, because I really didn't go in depth into it. And that's my fault. And that's because I didn't have a lot of personal interest in it. And I seen that it was getting covered by everybody. Sometimes when everybody covering something, you don't want to cover it. I don't. Because like before you know it, a general consensus is out there and it's not even worth talking about because everything's kind of been pointed out and proven and discussed. Like some of these guys, they be on it. They can't have regular jobs. They have to podcast or video blog regularly because they be on top of shit. And I work, so I don't be, we got to level it out, you feel me? But some stuff it just don't be worth me touching on. And that was one of them situations where I kind of left alone. But from what I'm gathering, pretty much, she accused him of abuse and turned out to be the abuser. Now, I seen the thing, the little TikTok where it looked like she was sniffing coke in the courtroom. Hey, listen, man, some of this shit be fresh out of comic book. Like, it gotta be. This shit be funny as hell. Like, these people really be putting themselves in these odd-ass predicaments. Like, what the hell? But shouts out to Johnny Depp for winning. You know what I'm saying? Winning the case. I'm glad justice was served because so many times that be the case to where a man is getting abused and once he defends himself or retaliates, he's all of a sudden a habitual abuser because he been getting abused for a long time. That shit ain't fair. That shit ain't geared up for men. The system is really geared up for a man to be at the most disadvantage possible, which men are the aggressors in society. So I understand, but that don't. We always talking about equal this and equal that and fair this and fair that. The type of shit the law do to men is ridiculous, freaking ridiculous. So we got Kanye getting canceled by the Jews, so to speak, allegedly, as he said. And then him kind of getting canceled, and then this nigga just kind of disappeared. Yeah. So I'm not up to date on what's going on, but from what I was gathering, and this is just my gathering, I just be gathering shit. From what I gathered, nobody's heard from this guy for 2 weeks. That was the last thing I seen. There might be updates because these people be on it, I'm telling you. But I'm just saying, they said this man hadn't been heard from in 2 weeks. Now, given that they done painted the picture that Kanye is crazy, you would half-ass think, the average person would think, it's just Kanye being Kanye. But people who've been really following and supporting what's going on, like you can see, like, this may be bad. A lot of stuff just happened. You just upset a lot of people. A lot of powerful people. So we know what the people who run our country is known for doing with power. So I don't know, dog. Shouts out to Kanye. I support the movement. Fuck Adidas. All that. Yep, I said it. Fuck Adidas. I don't want your sponsorship if you tried to give me one. Fuck that. Fuck that. Anti-Adidas. Never can't rock with them. Just is what. That's just like I still don't eat Chick-fil-A. I'm fucked up. I think that people need to pay attention to the way other people think about them in society. Not personally, but as a group, as a culture. as a race. However you want to identify it. Because it'll help you understand what you're dealing with. If you're going to be gullible forever, you got to quit complaining about conditions of things. You have to be willing to stand up and change the conditions of things. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. My opinion, just saying. But shouts out to Kanye, free Kanye, make sure Kanye's straight. We got an APB out, my nigga missing, and he really just exposed some real shit to everybody after they turned their back on him and tried to nigga cancel him on some bullshit. So yeah, I'm a firm believer in fuck all that. Firm. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, the Godfather, you know what I'm saying? That was this year too. Kevin Samuels had a real message, man. And the fucked up part about his message is it's all common fucking sense. Vitamin Water, I need that sponsorship. You need to hit me. But look, the things that people got most upset about with Kevin Samuels was the fact that what he was saying was correct. Hear me out. There was a lot of truth in that shit. So with it being a lot of truth in that shit, it made people face their own demons. And when they faced their own demons, all they did was make excuses and get in their feelings. And it's fucked up that that man ain't never did nothing to hurt nobody. But a whole planet of women celebrated this man's death. That's bullshit. So, rest in peace to the Godfather, Kevin Samuels. Fuck everybody that didn't like him. You only didn't like him because he was telling you something about yourself you didn't want to hear out loud. That's it. He even told men about themselves too. It wasn't just women. Everybody got checked by him. And it wasn't like he was doing the stuff out of wanting to be mean or want to be bad towards people. He was just speaking his truth. And he was an image consultant, so it was his job regularly for people for a long time to help people with their own truth. So, I don't know. Shouts out to him. I'm glad he did it. I'm glad he said the things that he said. I'm glad he got the message out there. Believe it or not, the man saved and created a lot of great relationships with people. He made people realize where their own faults were. And that's a hard thing to do, especially when you're a flawed person yourself. It's hard to actually rationalize stuff like that about everybody, about the conditions of life, and the conditions people is living under, and the mindsets of people. Like, it's a lot of psychology in the stuff that he was saying, and it's simple. But people didn't take the time to grasp the message because they was too busy, doing what they do. So, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. What else happened this year? Man, it's a lot of rappers dying. Like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? Nigga, you better off cleaning skyscrapers than being a rapper nowadays. That's crazy. All these rappers dying, bro. Then you got people around the rappers that die. Quando Rondo, he said it was just too much. And then the people who he was supposed to be in a group with, they didn't rock with him like they were supposed to. And then it was like all of the niggas that's from where he from took time to comment on his decision to put his flag down. But these are the same people that didn't give a fuck about him in the first place. He just happened to wake up and be like, nigga, this is some bullshit. Like, why would I be willing to put my life on the line for this group and this group don't put their life on the line for me? Why would I be willing to be a part of a group who may have potentially set me up? These people talk bad about me anyway. Why would I be a part? Man, you got to come to a realization one day. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't make that decision. My decision was different. But my manly decision was different also. I didn't put down my flag. I separated myself from the chaos. And I teach everybody that I deal with who is a part to stray away from the chaos. Look for some positivity out of it or try to create some. You feel what I'm saying? Because we live in a lifestyle that was created by fucking 12 and 14-year-olds. Like, at the end of the day, if you want to look at it, at least our gangs, well, Bloods and Crips. Yeah. This shit was started by teenagers, nigga. These niggas wasn't thinking about no revolution and progress. This shit was started by some teenagers. Bullies at that. These niggas was bullies. These niggas was going around taking niggas' jackets and shit, beating up motherfuckers in front of women and shit, their girls and shit. Doing shit to these folks. Like, these people were bullies, bro. A lot of that shit Charleston White be saying is the truth. Not all of it. I don't agree with all that shit. But you gotta give it to him. The large majority of what he be saying be some real shit, and you can't deny it. And then he asked some real questions. Shouts out to the explosion of Charleston White in 2023, though. What? Charleston White, though? If I'm blessed enough, I'll be able to get him on the show. Because I would love to have him, and I'm going to let him speak his mind. I'm going to let him speak his mind. I want to get the part of the character that teaches you something. You know what I'm saying? I know he turned up. I know he a wildfire. It's all good. I ain't got no problem with that. I don't mean the man no harm at all. I ain't gonna lie. I just think his message could be maybe I got people that can get his message, or he can help me reach people to get his message. The positive parts of it. You gonna get the character, but I respect it though, because most of you niggas go into the booth and turn into a character every day. So if we gonna respect one, we gotta respect the other one. You know what I'm saying? And he said he's a civilian, so all this gang shit don't apply to him. Feel how you feel. The gang shit don't apply to him. That ain't no different than your grandma calling the police on her neighbor because her dog shit in her yard. These are civilians. This is what they do. So it is what it is. But shouts out to Charleston White. I love to have you. You know what I'm saying? But really, man, I ain't gonna lie. I just want to chop it up with y'all. It's been a minute since I gave y'all a video. And to be honest, we are going to start regular scheduling for the podcast February, the beginning of February. I'll post it, make sure y'all got a date, because I'm scheduling out. I have to schedule it out. Of course, there will be random stuff that I'll premiere like this. This is going to be random. This is like Happy New Year's. I love y'all. Thanks for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? But there's other things that we have going on next year. Like, I'm working on a few little shows. Excuse me. There's a plethora of events. They're going to be all kind of... My boy Trey Fox is working. He got all kind of celebrities coming down here. Duke Deuce coming down for one of his events here soon. I think it's in April or March. I got to check. But shouts out to Money Wave Trey Fox, man. Man, little bro be getting it in. I've seen him from a pup. You know what I'm saying? Out here figuring it out, looking it in, and now he's one of the biggest promoters in the city. You know what I'm saying? Probably the state. So, shouts out to Money Wave Trey Fox. Much love from your bro Big H. You know what it is. But we also have a smoke lounge coming. So what we'll be doing is sometimes we'll be live streaming from the smoke lounge. That's probably where a lot of our hot box interviews will be done. We got VIP rooms and stuff like that we getting set up. So I'll keep y'all up to date on the Smoke Lounge too. So be looking forward to the first week of February, us kicking it off and having some regularly scheduled programming. You know what I'm saying? Something that we can keep popping, because the channel's growing And I love everybody that's tapping in. I have a great time with you guys. We have some very good, subjective, open-grown people conversation all the time. Shouts out to Brandon, man. Brandon been rocking with me, boy. Shouts out to DJ Lil Smurf, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that done had something to do with the growth of the podcast, I appreciate you. For real, for real. And 2023 is going to be better than last year. Just keep rocking with me. I got you. Also, we got to put it in the tees. You know what time it is. I got the V-necks and the regular ones. Those are 20. Hit me up at the email that I have it down at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? If you need that. Also, vendors. If you want to sponsor one of the VIP rooms in the Smoke Lounge, we can chop that up. Hit me up at the email. You know what I'm saying? In the bottom. Just, you know, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it pumping. We're going to have Young Jones on the show. I got Pineapple Stroke coming on the show. Marvelous Thug. Star Life. We've been chopping it up about him getting on the show. You just got to catch him. He be all over the fucking place. But we got more interviews coming. More business owners popping up on the show. King Sick probably going to be tapping in with us like probably once a month. We got a great schedule of things going on to where it's always something going on, and then we have events, Smoke Lounge, you know, etc. All kind of shit. So just stay tapped in with your boy, man. Put it in the air podcast signing out. It's your boy Big 8. I love y'all. Shouts out to all our sponsors. Man, let's get it, man. 2023 is ours, man. You feel me? Put it in the air podcast.
Niggas a buster, homie. Nigga, we got something we trying to put down, nigga, worldwide, nigga. We don't need no suckers in this shit. Okay, see, nigga. You know what I mean? Nigga, the Portland, nigga. Yeah, mine, you know what I'm saying? All the way down to Vegas, nigga. Phoenix, nigga. Back up to SoCal, nigga. Trill, I don't care who your relative is. Trill, I don't care who you used to be with, nigga. Did you rock for your gang? 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 Nigga, did you rock for your gang?
Don't give a fuck if you blood or cuz. Long as you got love for thug. More of a lush motherfucker. Oh, see these streets, they get stupid. I fucks with locs, but I know some dumb moves part ruthless. So ruthless from east to the northwestern end. Trying to get a bag with my blanket gray rag. You can catch me on the nasty like bitch, get at me. Real wacky in my khakis, I don't do no rap beat. Slither through the highlands to get love and respect. Hearing that 2 on rest, and I got it on deck.